We've all heard an apple a day will keep the doctor away. You know, apples are a source of both soluble and insoluble fiber, which helps us to prevent the incidence of arteriosclerosis, otherwise known as hardening of the arteries. Also helps prevent heart disease. That insoluble fiber in the apple, especially in the skin part, also provides bulk in our intestinal tract, holding water to cleanse and move food throughout our digestive system. Hi, I'm April Martin with University of Tennessee Extension Program. In our Extension Explore series, we went over a lot of different fruits and vegetables as far as doing pressure canning, water bath canning, and today we're going to do a different and alternative method to food preservation, actually two, and that is drying and freezing. Before we get started though, please take a moment, go down below, hit that subscribe button so that you'll get more of these videos sent to your inbox, and give a like, share the video if you find this information useful. Before you dry or freeze your apples, something to consider is enzymatic browning. We've all seen apples that turn brown after they sit for a few minutes. Enzymatic browning is caused by the fruit being exposed to air, and while it's harmless, the fruit does lose its crisp texture and just doesn't look as appealing. The darkening of apples can be stopped in a few different ways. You can use either ascorbic acid or citric acid, which you can find the citric acid commonly in the store in the canning section. You can also use ascorbic acid, which is basically the same thing as the citric acid, and the ascorbic acid can be found in a grocery store or pharmacy. And you want to make a liquid form of this with about 1 teaspoon powder of the citric acid with 2 cups of water, and then you would dip the apples in that solution for 3 to 5 minutes. Another option, because sometimes people don't have that on hand, is to just simply use some kind of fruit juice like lemon juice, even pineapple juice, lime, or orange juice even can slow down the browning with their higher concentrations of vitamin C. And again, you would just want to have about a quart of water with 3 tablespoons of one of these juices. Soak your apples in that for 3 to 5 minutes. And the last option that you can try, another method for preventing browning, is creating a honey solution made of half a cup sugar, half cup of honey, and 1.5 cup of boiling water. You soak the fruit in that for 3 to 5 minutes and drain. This method does add extra calories. In this demonstration, I'm going to do freezing apples without sugar, and I'm choosing to use a citric acid, a half teaspoon dissolved in 3 tablespoons of water to prevent the browning. So I'm going to pour that over and just stir the apples up to get it absorbed pretty well. We'll let that sit for 3 to 5 minutes. Now you can either put your apples in a freezable bag, plastic bag like this, or you can use a plastic container that's designed to be used for frozen food. And the last thing you'll want to do is to be sure to label with the month and the year and what the product is. If you prefer to sweeten your apples before freezing, you'll want to mix 1/2 cup of sugars to each quart of apple slices. And do the same procedure. Put them in your containers or in your plastic bags, seal and freeze for up to 1 year at 0 degrees or below. One method of drying is using oven drying, but it's not practical. It takes over 25 hours to dry the slices adequately, and that makes the oven unavailable for other uses. And you may also have to leave the door open, and that's not a safe practice for a home with small children. So the oven is not as efficient as a dehydrator, and it uses a lot more energy. There are many brands of dehydrators out on the market with various different types for use. This one has 4 trays to put different layers of your apples or whatever you're choosing to dry. And so I've already got a solution of apples sitting in a lemon juice solution. So we're going to take those apple rings and lay those on one of the trays. So you'll arrange the apple slices in a single layer on the drying trays. I've done rings on this layer, and then on this layer we've done the wedges. Just want to make sure that you don't put these touching or overlapping, because the air and the dehydrator needs to be able to circulate freely. Then you're going to put the lid that goes with your dehydrator on top and plug it in, and then you're going to dehydrate it for 6 to 12 hours. You'll need to check this occasionally just to test if it's still got moisture in it. If it still has moisture, you need to let it dry a little bit longer. It is not an exact science, so you will need to test them occasionally. Food dries much faster at the end of the drying period, so watch it closely. To test for dryness, cut several pieces in half. There should be no visible moisture, and you should not be able to squeeze any moisture from the fruit. The apple slice should be pliable but not sticky or tacky. Right, it's been 6 hours, so we're going to try these. To test for dryness, cut several pieces in half. There should be no visible moisture. And also, you should not be able to pick it up and squeeze any moisture out of the apple. After drying, cool the fruit 30 to 60 minutes before packaging. If you package it too soon, the warm food can lead to sweating and moisture buildup. And if you wait too long to package, moisture can re-enter the food. Now you have one last step. You need to condition the fruit, and what this is, it's a process used to equalize the moisture remaining in the fruit and reduce the risk of mold growth. To condition the fruit, take the cooled, dried fruit and pack it loosely in glass or plastic containers. Put the lid on and let them sit for stand for 7 to 10 days, and the excess moisture will be absorbed by the drier pieces. You want to shake the container daily to separate the pieces. And with that, you have your dehydrated apples, which make a really nice treat. Can be added to lots of different things for snacks and all those kinds of things. So we hope you found this video useful. If you need more information on freezing or drying, contact your local Family Consumer Science agent at the University of Tennessee or the Tennessee State University. Just contact us and we'll be glad to give you more instructions. If you look down in the comments, we're going to put the instructions to what we did today so that you can follow along. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share the content, and with that, see you next time.